story is told of a king who wanted to get his son ready to take over leadership from him when his time comes. And so this king sent his young son to a priest who was living in the temple and was very well known for training leaders. When this prince got to the priest had only one assignment for him as a way of teaching him leadership. He instructed him to go into a forest and listen to all the sounds of the forest that he could hear of. So the young man went, and he was in the forest for days and for weeks and for months. Then the time for reporting came, and the young man came to the priest and he said, "Master, I am back, I have your report." So the priest listened attentively as the young man explained about all the sounds that he could hear, the birds that were chirping in the trees. He talked about the hummingbird that was humming. He talked about all these many other trees that were swaying and the many other noises that he could hear in the forest. The priest listened to him very attentively, and then when he had finished giving his report, the priests did not look very impressed. He sent the young man back and he said, "Go and listen again, and then come and give me the report." The prince was very perplexed because he thought he had listened for days and weeks and months, and he couldn't think of any other sound that he had not heard of. But he had to obey because here was his master sending him back. He went back to the forest following the instructions of the priest, and he sat there and listened. And when the time for the reporting came, he came back again and he said, "Master, I have the report." So he began by giving the report of all the animals that he had heard, all the trees, all the swaying of the grass and everything else. But then he said it did not stop at that. And he talked about some of the things that he had heard. He talked about the morning dew being consumed by the sun. He talked about the flowers opening. And he talked about many other small things that he had noticed previously. And the master, who was the priest, looked at him with a sense of approval. And he said, "That is exactly what I was looking for." Because he said, for only when a leader has learned to listen closely to the people's hearts, hearing their feelings uncommunicated, pains unexpressed, and complaints not spoken of, can he hope to inspire confidence in the people that he is leading. That is the only time he is able to understand when something is wrong and meet the true needs of the people he is leading. Leadership happens only when we are able to listen not only to the superficial words and not penetrate deeply into the source of the people to hear their true opinions, their feelings, and their desires. Listening to what is not commonly heard, ignoring what is common and what people talk about all the time, and focusing on those unspoken things, those things that are able to come out only when you are able to listen deeply, not what people are saying, but what they are not saying in what they are saying. And that's where leadership begins.